According to the University of Applied Science, students are accounting for 10.9 tons of carbon dioxide pollution every year. This is a startling amount. I have successfully completed academic trainings in carbon footprint reduction and a course in environmental science, and can attest that carbon dioxide pollution is a global crisis problem in addition to data and information from trustable sources. College students constantly breathe in air. Whether we're going to events, waking up, going to sleep, or even going to classes, we're constantly breathing in air, and carbon dioxide pollution is directly impacting the air, not only resulting in long-term respiratory challenges, but also negatively impacting our health without us even realizing it. Gas cars account for 63% of carbon dioxide pollution worldwide, contributing to heat-trapping gases in our environment. And as a college student, we can take direct action by using public transportation to or from work, carpooling to events with friends or others, or negotiating a hybrid work schedule, all in hopes for countries, internationally and worldwide, to invest in carbon tax policies on supply chain companies and ultimately reducing carbon dioxide pollution. I'm going to be reviewing public transportation, carpooling, negotiating for a hybrid work schedule, and carbon tax policies, and how these can all directly decrease carbon dioxide pollution. Before I do that, carbon dioxide is a very big problem, and according to the article Carbon Dioxide Vital Signs, produced by NASA's Earth Science Communications team and published in 2023 by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in partnership with California Institute of Technology, they state, carbon dioxide in the atmosphere warms the planet, causing climate change. Human activities have raised the atmosphere carbon dioxide content by 50% in less than 200 years. So us as humans are directly contributing to this problem. And that also tells us one thing, we can also help make the problem go away. Using public transportation is one of the first things that can help us do that. It is offered to us not only by USF as a college student, but also other colleges offer this service as well. And in some situations, people might even have a subway or metro to get to their specific location. According to Eureka in the article 5 Environmental Benefits of Sustainable Transportation Source, published in 2023 by Waste Dashboard in association with UCLA, every vehicle on the road releases an average of 1 pound of carbon dioxide per mile driven. Compared with driving alone, taking public transportation reduces carbon dioxide emissions by 45%, decreasing pollutants in the atmosphere and improving air quality. This means that using public transportation decreases pollutants in the air by a large amount, and it's also taking gas cars off the road, which is our overall goal. The more gas cars that are off the road, the more that we can help solve the problem of carbon dioxide pollution. In addition to public transportation, we also have carpooling. Carpooling is also a very successful method in solving carbon dioxide pollution. Not only can you find a friend to either go to that grocery store with or whatever location, but you guys are both saving the costs that come with using separate cars, but also help positively impact the environment and helping decrease carbon dioxide. According to the article Sustainable Transportation, published by coolcalifornia.org, writing team in 2022 and spreading transportation awareness, that quick 1 mile trip to the dry cleaners can pollute up to 70% as much as a 10-mile excursion with several stops. Combine short trips into one multi-purpose trip with a warm engine and you will save on fuel and pollute less. So not only will you help your own pockets in terms of cost, but it'll also help the air, and you also get to be able to bond with friends as well, or other people you have the opportunity to drive to the specific location with. So in addition to public transportation and carpooling, we also have a negotiating for our work hybrid schedule. Since COVID-19, many business and companies have this as an available option and just require you to ask about that option. According to the article 5 Environmental Benefits of Sustainable Transportation, written by Andy Pei on October 7, 2021, and published by UCLA, he addressed the following. The Global Workplace Analytics Report states that remote workers' emissions are reduced by taking 600,000 cars off the road for a year. The same report shows that working from home half the week can reduce emissions by 54 million tons every year. Emissions are being reduced by 54 million tons each year just by working from home. This is a huge amount, and as a college student, you can contribute to that number. And it's definitely something that's feasible, but you just have to go and ask your boss or hiring manager. Though I address the 3 solutions, such as public transportation, carpooling, and using a work hybrid schedule, many college students, this might not relate to many college students. Whether you don't have a friend to either go to carpool with, or public transportation isn't your cup of tea, there are websites and educational resources online that can meet you exactly where you are at, especially if that is related to your carbon footprint, because a carbon footprint is how much carbon dioxide you use in your day-to-day life. And there are websites and educational resources that can help meet you exactly where you are and tell you what you can do on a day-to-day to help with this problem. So in addition to that, on a global worldwide basis, if we encourage countries internationally to invest in carbon tax policies worldwide, this would also help solve carbon dioxide pollution by a lot as well. According to the article Carbon Tax Basics, written and published by the Center for Climate and Energy Solutions in 2017, a carbon tax can be leveled at any point in the energy supply chain. The simplest approach, administratively, is to levi the tax upstream, where the fewest entities would be subject to it, for instance, suppliers of coal or oil refineries. These companies that are producing carbon dioxide as a byproduct of whatever the product they're producing is pumping carbon dioxide into the air by a lot. And this is not good. So being able for countries internationally to invest in these carbon tax policies, whether it's in the United States, Brazil, China, it will force these companies to look back at themselves and say, hey, okay, now that we're being charged money, what can we do to reduce our carbon dioxide pollution? Because not only are gas cars contributing by a huge amount, but it's also these factories. So in addition to using public transportation, as well as carpooling to events, as well as negotiating for a hybrid work schedule, and countries internationally investing in carbon tax policies, these can all help contribute to decreasing carbon dioxide pollution. As I conclude, and as I've just stated the reasons that can help decrease the carbon dioxide pollution, as college students, it's our ability to do what we can to help this problem. As AI Gore once stated, as more of us become carbon neutral and change the patterns in our lives to be part of the solution instead of part of the problem, we now begin to see the changes in policy that we need. As college students, we can make a difference, and we can do that by carpooling, public transportation, as well as negotiating for a hybrid work schedule. Thank you.